5,
4,
3,
2,
1, 0.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming to our meeting. Beautiful meeting, by the way, which is the topic is from Eric Nova from Madagascar, my friend and English teacher, okay, about education, this topic. We have today three English teacher, of course, and professor like education, the professor like education, Nestor Daniel is a teacher, of course. And this field is large and beautiful. Okay, guys, let's talk about it. Okay, I will be sharing the screen. Okay, how's it going? These people, Eric Nova, from
All right.
Madagascar.
Yes, they're from Madagascar. So we have Numena and we have Tumuna and her two boys, her two big boys. Yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
me. Yeah,
Guys, how are you? How are you today? Domina, Domina.
I
Tumuhina.
Okay, and we have this
uh,
one, Nomena guy. Okay, let's go. Welcome everyone. Okay, let's go. Let's share screen, Eric Nova, then we can start, okay? With your topic. Nice topic, by the way, Eric Nova. Just a moment, guys. Not this page. This page is my Facebook.
okay.
This page, my Facebook. Okay, this one. Okay, everyone, let's go. Eric Nova, go take control, please.
All right, guys. So again, welcome. Welcome to today's talk. Yeah, so our topic for today is education. Does a good education guarantee a good future? So Tony and I, we decided to have this topic today because many of us think that sometimes if we fail, for example, if we drop out from school, we will not succeed. And we have this vision like when if we want to have a bright future, we need to have a good education. So that's the reason why we decided to talk about this and to have this conversation. And I hope Nestor, Alexandra, Nomena, Domoina, Fatima, you will share your viewpoints about the topic. I know that you have many things to talk about this. So yeah. So a good education does not guarantee a good future, but it significantly increases the probability of stability, higher income, a better career opportunities, while it provides essential skills in networking. Long-term success is more closely tied to factors like hard work, adaptability, networking, experience, and character. All right, great. So, what about you guys? Before we discuss more about this, uh, what is your opinion about the topic? Do you agree with this statement or you disagree? If you disagree, why? Can you please share with us? Mhm,
Okay, who wants to be the first, please?
mhm.
Well, maybe go on, please.
Nestor?
Oh, well, yes, I agree with these sentences. Um, I think nowadays nothing is guaranteed 100% to be successful in life, but always is better to have the possibility to study, to have a good education. I think always will increase the possibilities. Not 100%, but it's better to have a good education. But in life, nothing is sure. I know, for instance, professional people, engineers, for instance, in my country, they are driving a taxi. And I know people that don't have a study and they are having a good economic position.
Yes. Nestor, do you think, guys, it all depends on each person's luck? For example, some people are lucky, right? Yes, since they were born. For example, I know people, they study a lot. Universities, two universities and courses, okay? Professional ones. And even so, they are not succeed, guys. I think sometimes it's karma, right? Like, for example, to be lucky in life.
Yes, Tony Mays. Yes, surely there are people that are lucky people, but not always is lucky because maybe there are people that they didn't have the opportunity to study, but they are intelligent, they are clever people, and they find a way to be successful in life, even if they don't have the opportunity to study.
Yes. There are many possibilities, yes, guys. For some people, they studied a lot, universities, but until now, they didn't achieve anything in life because of this. No opportunities, okay? Granted, okay? Who wants to be the second? Alexander, please, as a teacher.
Yes, as you mentioned, just it depends on your luck most of the time. Why? I know a lot of people who have great education. They graduated from one of the most popular university in Russia, but the life I don't think the life is great because they cannot work as they want to do that. Such as myself, I had a great I suppose I had a great education in the past before working as a teacher. I used to work in a different field, but my job was not so good as I wish. It depends on the person's luck most of the time. Yes, it can be like your background. It can help you, but not all the time. I suppose it also depends on the place where you live in, on the country. Then, for example, in Russia, it's one of the most important things when if you want to get a good job is some is to know some people from the company where you want to work. It's really important because if you don't have some connections or relationships with someone, you're not going to get a good job here if you don't have a good luck.
Yes. Okay. Who wants to be the next, please?
Yeah, please, Tomona, please read to Ari. What's your opinion about the topic? Mhm. Your
You,
microphone doesn't work. We don't hear you guys.
you mean Omena?
I mean,
Omena?
I mean the little boy,
Unmute
yeah,
yourself,
the little.
unmute yourself, guys. Okay, meantime, let's hear from Fatma. Please, Fatma, you're muted. Guys, let your microphone on just in case you have noises around. You can mute it, okay? Fatma, please, you're muted.
Huh? Can you hear me, Tony?
Yes, right now, yeah, okay.
I have a little bit bad connection tonight. I don't know what happened. Okay. If I understood the question was, does a good education guarantee a good future?
Do you agree with this statement,
You
Fatma?
know, life it's a circle. So people are so different. You can see some people got and they are very high educated people. They graduated from the highest universities. Maybe they are PhD holder, while others like a master degree, but they don't have any proper job so far. They still struggling how they survive themselves. And while the other people are some of them are rich. For example, the good example is here in my country. There, the richest man, he
Fatima is having problem today. Okay.
Yeah, she got some
Yes.
problem with
Net
the
connection, poor connection.
yeah.
Okay, guys, our question and topic, I place it on chat box, okay? Here in chat box, okay?
yeah,
You
I'm
can have
sorry.
directions. Okay, speak up, Fatima, please. You're saying? Mm-hmm.
Um, the good example is here in my country. The richest man
Mm-hmm.
is he's an uneducated person. He doesn't know how to read, how to write, but he's a rich. Imagine. So one day I was watching an interview. A journalist asked, "How become that you are a rich and I mean a rich person?" Then he said, I invest a lot and I spend a lot of time. And I didn't expect it, that I become a rich person. And he told that he was he's from outside. I mean, in a countryside. And then the day I came to the city, I had only one goat. You know, goat. Then I sold the goat. I got some small money. Then I bought like not an orange, no, lemon. Yes, lemon. Then I sell and sold it. Then
Hmm.
Bad connection for that.
Okay, great.
manage the wealth, and I'm all supervisor. I have not too much education to control or to manage these things, but I have experience better than the person who is educated. So if if sometimes if you are a good educated person and you are a lucky person, you might become like a leader, or you can become a someone manage a big company, or you can handle so many things. So education is always like something safe, like money to save. Like for example, if you are a educated person, even if you don't have a job, even if you don't have anything, but you have a moral, you know your target, and you and thinking that you will become someone strong one day if you don't give up early, right? But and the future, the good future is not dependent on the education, but to be a strong communities and development country is really based on education.
Yes, you're right.
That is my
Okay,
opinion.
okay, thanks, Fatima, for your, uh, Nomena,
Okay.
please, your turn. Nomena, go, please.
Okay. Uh, as for me, education is the key for a good future and for have a good job. Education have an important place in our life in general because uh, education helps people. For example, learning a math help to solve problem, and learning a story helps to know why the world is like this today. And education also helps people to get a good jobs and to make a good decision in life.
Just also,
Mm,
it depends on your good decisions, yes. Choose
yeah.
wisely the decision. All right, Eric Naga, keep on talking, please.
Okay, great. So, yeah. So, yeah, some of us think exactly the same. Like for let's say for Fatima, she said that some people succeed without degrees. And in my opinion, I would say it depends. It depends on the person because for me, I think if we go from long time ago, nobody were educated, but everybody got the experience, and the experience uh, we got education from experience. What do I mean? So what I mean is we if we let's say if we didn't go to school, that doesn't guarantee that we're gonna have good future, but it depends on what experience, who are around us. Okay, so there are many points related to that. So it's not only about like having the paper, I mean the degree, but I mean the real sense of education, which is from parents. The parents teach the student, the kids how to manage the expenses, for example. That is part of the education. Also the society, and also those people who are around the person. So so I would say uh, it is not it doesn't guarantee at 100%, but it plays a role in the future of the person. So if the person has a good circle, good education from the family, I would say it has there is a higher chance to get bright future. Like Fatima said, I don't know about the guy. He's the richest man in the village, but I think that man got experiences from his parents. I don't know, from the people around him, but not yeah. But I will give more informations about the importance of network after. But yeah, that is my idea. Do you have anything else to add, Nestor, Tony, Demuina, Alexandra?
Yes, let's hear from
Yeah.
Domina. Domina. Please, Domina, please, your points, please. And let's go for a question
What?
after, okay?
Okay.
Mhm.
What's her points, Domina? Domina.
Mhm.
They can't speak. Okay, let's go for a question. Guys, question number two. Let's go. Eric Nova, let's go, please. Question number
Okay.
two.
Question number two. What does a good e education actually provide for you, for you guys? What does it really provide?
The the experience, I would say,
Experience.
yes.
Yes.
Especially when you want to get a good job. I don't know about your country, but in my country, you have to have an experience with a degree at the
Mhm,
same time. Because
mhm.
if you don't have experience, you're not going to get a job here. Sometimes you can have some paper, document, certificate, qualification, whatever you want, you call it, but if you don't have the experience,
Mhm.
I think I'm afraid you're not going to get a job because especially when we started university, school, college, everywhere, we usually study the theory most of the time, but we don't know how do something, how to get job done in your profession. We usually learn through the experience most of the time. That's why, for me, one of the most important parts to have a good job or to have good education is the experience.
Listen, let me add something, okay, to your speech, okay? Like you said, good, better opportunities, of course, including increased employability, hard earning potential. But, okay, now you finish the course for your college, okay? Related to your profession, okay? The goal of your profession. And you go to the market. How many years of your experience? No, I'm new now. I just
That's a
graduated.
problem. That's a
You have no
problem.
experience. How many years do you have of experience? Not just one
I,
because
I
I'm
had this
just
problem as
graduated.
well
Yeah, yeah.
after university.
We are talking about in terms of Brazil and Russia. I think in Argentina also. I think everywhere, right? And people really feel fed up of these guys. I spent a lot of money on universities,
Yeah.
graduating, and now I can't work because I don't have anyone
It
to give
just
me
reminded me
opportunity.
of something that
Yes.
when I got my degree at university,
Hmm.
I had a diploma, everything that, and it was my first job interview in my life that I had paper that I have a degree, I got my qualification,
Mm.
but I couldn't get a job because the question was, it was like, do you have any experience working? I said no, I don't. That's the problem for most people who graduate from universities. They have paper, but they don't have the experience. And the best solution for that is maybe to work while you studied at university college. Otherwise, I don't know how to solve this problem because
Yes,
I
maybe
don't
they
know
should start other field, okay? For example, if
from the
you,
first
yeah,
year.
for example, this one went wrong for you, try a new one, for example. Go to try a new thing, for example. E-commerce, commerce in general, other kind of fields that you can really
And
achieve experiences, okay? And in the future, you can become a nice professional, a nice owner of a company.
the second problem that I had personally was like you should forget everything that you studied at university
Mhm.
because when you get a job, you're going to learn everything from scratch
Yes.
because they don't accept everything that you study at university.
Mm.
I don't know
Okay,
why. I don't know
Alexandra.
why.
Okay, we just have 4 minutes, okay, guys? Same link, okay, after following this, okay? Fatima, as a lawyer, okay, you are a lawyer, right? Is it kind of difficult to, after graduating in your country, to find a good job, for example, to become a good lawyer? I think it's difficult, yes?
Absolutely right. It's not possible to get a job quickly. Here is really different than other well, as I think, because you know it's like a third world country, so you can imagine how difficult is the life, etc. So everything needs more struggle.
Mhm.
For example, after graduation, I was so lucky I got internship at the regional courts, and at that time, and some people wondered how you got this internship. If you got internship, you are really lucky because after 1 year, you get like a recommendation or letter that shows you and exercise it and you have experience to become something at least. right?
Mhm.
So when I got that internship, first 6 months,
Just a
sorry,
moment.
first 6 months, I tried to help with the people. I was not a full lawyer at that time, but I was working as a paralegal. So paralegal is someone in assistant for a lawyer. So before you meet the lawyer, you can meet the paralegal, and the paralegal takes you interview, etc. Or sometimes visit to the jails and prisons station. And I mean a police station for the client, and then take interview and always monitoring and the minor things. And then when you conclude this, you finally submit to your lawyer. That's what I used to work in my first year. And then after finish that in that I applied. I didn't apply early to become a lawyer, and I was interested to work as a humanitarian. Then I applied like an organization positions. There are a national organization here. Then I wanted to work as a humanitarian person to become like a gender officer or advocacy officer or child protection officer, etc. So the first time I applied, and I had no much experience. I had only 1 year. So 1 year is not enough. Sometimes the qualification requirements includes at least you have to have a 5 years experience. And I had only 1 year, imagine. So when I submit the CV, I copied someone who had been working over 15 years at that time. So they thought that I'm a qualified person. Then I become a shortlist. So when I become the interview table, and the panel wondered, they said, okay, the experience on your CV and your age and do not match it. So where will you work? Then I didn't tell lie, but I said I have no experience. I have only 1 year, and I know 1 year is not enough for me. But if you don't give that an opportunity that I will do this job, how I would get it? They really surprised. They said, okay. Then I said, I'm a citizen. I graduated university and 1 year ago, and I needed the job, etc. Even if you don't give me chance to become a staff, please give me another internship. I'm ready to work as a voluntary because I just so eager to get more experience. Then it really surprised. They said, okay. And finally, they didn't give that position. They said, okay, we will we will contact you. So I did not desperate, and I didn't give up early, but I returned to the court and I said, I'm ready to work free. So and I got an organization called Women Lawyers Association. I started to work as a paralegal. When I had been work like 2 years. After 2 years, I started to become a lawyer. That's what I was doing.
Mm, gotcha. You see, guys, it's not that easy for everyone, okay? Nestor, please, your points. Then you go for question two, right?
Yes, in my opinion, a good education always provide better possibilities to have a good job. But I like to give your friends an example. I remember once I was in a meeting with two of my friends. Both of them were working as taxi drivers, but one of them they didn't have a study. They they didn't have any study, and the other one was an architect. So my friend who didn't study asked to other one, I don't know why you study as an architect. If now we are both of us are working in the same work, driving a taxi. So the answer of the architect was, yes, you are right, but if someday the economic situation improve, I will have the opportunity to work as an architect. But even if the economic situation become better, you always will continue working as a taxi driver because you never study. So it is an example, in my opinion, that if you have the opportunity to study, always maybe in a moment opportunity to get a better job, it could show up.
Yes, guys,
All
let me
right.
say, in Brazil, commonly you see Ubers, because they studied, but they don't have experience. They go to Uber. Okay, we are receiving Irina, my friend from Serbia. Irina, does a
Hi.
good education provides a good future? What's your point, please?
What is sorry,
The
I
question, the
didn't.
question, number one, okay. Is a good education a guarantee of a good future?
Hmm. I think education is always necessary. You need to have it. Without education, how to improve, how to make change in the future, and you need to have knowledge if you want to change something. Briefly, that is my opinion. Education is always important.
Yes, of course. We can't skip education, guys, okay? Never
Yeah.
skipping classes because it's quite important. But on the other hand, if you are not succeed on the field that you are loving or
Okay.
focused on, okay, try a new thing, but never
Okay.
stop studying, okay?
Hmm.
Always improving
Yeah.
yourself with new things, okay? Go,
Yeah.
Eric, please. Mhm.
Yes. I think Ruhi has something to say. Please,
Yes, say,
please,
Jorge,
Ruhi.
please.
Do you hear me?
Yes, go
Yes,
go on.
we hear you.
Finally. So for me, education is kind of like a parachute because if, for example, universities like Harvard or MIT, they immediately introduces you to a job. So it's always better to have education. And I think even if you like fail a job, you can you can apply for a new one and say, oh, this is my diploma or something. But if you do not have a job, I think it will be harder for you to find a good paying job, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
If
right. Thank
your
you.
if your diploma has failed, try anyone, okay?
Depends on your luck.
Yeah, depends on your luck. We always say that depending on your luck, guys. Okay. I think the worst thing, guys, is to spend a lot of money on a university and then we are not succeed. That's the bad thing, okay? Bad thing. Because you need it. You love this profession. So, like you said, don't stop improving yourself. Of course, let's go for other thing. That's our other courses. Okay, go, Eric. Number three. Guys, same link, okay?
Number
After
three.
falling here, we are back again, okay?
Okay.
Right away,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Number three, Eric.
Before we dive to the number three, in my opinion, I think, guys, I don't really, I don't really, I don't really accept your points. I don't really agree with you when you say it's about your luck, because what I know is that
Mm.
it's about having the right people around you. Because just imagine you have degrees, you have all many things, but you're not surrounded by people who
Oh, yeah,
know
you're
you
right. Yeah,
and
it
people
helps a lot, yeah.
yeah, who know what it can do. You see? and it's not really effective. Not just to be smart and nobody knows what you do, nobody knows you what you can do. However, if you know many people, you have a strong network, but you don't have
Yes.
enough degree, I think there is a higher chance to succeed in life because I've talked to a guy. He studies marketing, and he said to me, American people spend too much time networking. If you go to a meeting between millionaires, they just go right there and then they try to meet. They try to network because they realized
Mhm.
and and they know that network is very important. It is more
Yeah.
important than intelligence,
Building
etc.,
bonds,
etc.
yes. In other words,
Yeah,
building
so it
bonds, yes. Important
depends.
too, yes, of course, yes. I agree with
Yeah,
you
so
100%, okay?
I say to this to all my students, guys, it's not enough to be smart to have degrees. That is not enough. You need to have people. You need to make sure that many people know what you can do. People need to know who you are. So to do it, you just go and don't hide yourself. Don't stay at home. Go out and try to network at your maximum. Try to network, and that's the key. Yeah.
Well
All right.
said, man.
So
Well said, yeah,
yeah.
well said, okay. But guys, always surround yourself with good connections, of course, because not everyone wants your good, okay? Remember this, guys?
Hmm.
Surround
Yeah.
yourself with good connections. Yes, you're right,
Hmm.
Eric, totally. Of course,
Yeah.
it all depends on your luck, of course, too. Of course, you have to contribute both, okay? Okay, Eric, you
Mhm.
go, please.
Yeah. So the third question. Yeah. What are the alternatives to traditional education for a good future? So, just for your information, traditional education right here is like just to follow the education from kindergarten until the university, like the steps you see. So, what are the alternatives to a traditional education for a good future, in your opinion, guys? What is your opinion, Numina, Irina, Nestor? Please
Mhm.
tell us.
Yes, traditional since kindergarten to universities or college.
Yes.
Okay, Eric
Okay.
Nova, before
The
you diving
question.
in again, Alexander and
Yeah.
I were discussing, about, for example, be luck or not be luck.
Good
Smart
luck.
constructing
Having
bonds, okay?
having a
Bonds is like,
degree
yeah, just a
sometimes
moment,
is
let's say.
important,
Yeah, it's very important
but
to have good
because
friends,
it
good
happened to me, I know
connections.
it.
Yes, it happens all the time, of course.
It's
But
happened to me.
sometimes, guys, we have people, they are not interested in your success, okay? We have to be careful
Eh,
about this, just this, I mean, okay? But surrounding yourself with good people is a good one,
no.
okay? All the time, Let's go. Okay, Eric and I will go for the question number three. I will place them
Yes.
the question.
Oh, yeah. So the question number three is I already sent it in the chat, guys, if you can see it.
Mhm,
Yeah. So the question is, what are the alternatives to traditional education for a
mhm,
good future? In other words, if you don't follow the traditional education,
mhm.
what can we do to have a good future? What solutions if you want to get a good future? In your opinion, guys, for sure. I think Nestor
Well,
has many ideas about this, please. And after Irina, Nomena, Ruhi, Fatima,
well,
yeah.
uh, maybe the first alternative, in my opinion, if you don't have the opportunity to get education, maybe is to have the will to progress. Um, Sometimes, of course, there are other ways. Maybe it could be a short course, even if you don't have the opportunity to go to the university, maybe you can study, for instance, to be a carpenter, a plumber, a bricklayer, are alternatives where you don't need to study maybe 5 or 6 years, but you can become a good worker, and maybe it will allow you to be success in the life. But of course, always you need to feel the necessity to progress, because there are people, maybe they have opportunities, but they are lazy people. They don't want to progress. But if you are a person that want to improve in life, you can, even if you don't have the opportunity to go to a university, for instance.
Mhm. You're right. We have to see this point also, Nestor. Some people, they have the wish, but they are lazy, yes?
Mm.
So you don't have to count with this one, right? Guys, other thing I would like to say, okay? Some people, they are passionate, they say, okay? Not me. Guys, I'm passionate for English language, but as a laser, lazy, lazy guy, lazy guy.
Yes.
You're going to be succeed ever, guy, ever.
Tony, this
Because you are lazy.
term don't matter. These
This term, yeah,
terms
it's a,
don't much
yeah, yeah.
much.
For example, yeah,
If you're
guys, I have
passionate, how
seen,
can you be lazy?
yeah. For example, some people they say, "Oh, guys, I love English because I need to get a new job, like speaking English for a better incomes." But they are lazy. How can we succeed on this, guys? Tell me, lazy,
Tony,
like Nestor said. Okay, guys,
Tony,
say it, please.
if you lose your normal job, you have another opportunity to work because you can be an English teacher.
Could you please repeat, Fatima? Is important, okay?
If you lost your job, you can. If you lose your job, you can be an English teacher.
Yes, yes. Yes, guys.
If you
Yeah,
lose your job,
especially if you are a great speaker, for example.
and but teaching, I would say, is not so
It's not that
easy
easy teaching because you have to
as
lead.
most people think.
Yeah,
It takes a lot of
yeah,
time
yeah.
to
It takes
prepare for
time,
lesson,
patience. You have to be patient because you are lead with
patience.
many, many types of people.
You spend a lot of time
Yeah.
to prepare for the lessons,
You're right,
to
Alexandra.
find some information for your students. I don't
You're
know,
right.
a lot of
Mhm,
Yeah,
things you
yeah,
have to do.
yeah.
It's not so easy like people
mhm,
think.
You
And
guys,
you
let me
have
read something here for you, please. Building good connections or networking, like Eric said, okay, is a crucial driver for career success. Is in box, okay? With the
Um,
studies
s-
indicating that
and
70-80% of job opportunities are not publicly advertised
s-
and are filled
and
through referrals or professional network. Okay, a strong network
speaking a
serves.
language.
Just a
S-
moment, Alexa. Just a moment. A strong network
No
serves
worries.
as a powerful tool for discovering unadvertised opportunities, gaining professional insights, and fostering career advancement. Okay. Okay, that's all. Go, Eric, please.
Speaking a
Oh yeah.
language doesn't mean you can teach a language.
No, this is the other
No,
topic. Okay,
no,
Alexander,
no,
please.
no.
This is other topic. Okay, let's focus on this. Okay. I was just making an observation because some people say they want to achieve a language. This is a kind of example, okay? But they are lazy. Just the topic about laziness, like Nestor said. Some people have the wish, but laziness prevents. Like this, Nestor, right?
The question is about motivation.
Yeah, motivation, yes. Okay, go, Eric, please.
All right. Okay, great. Irina, Do you have any answer regarding the question? What are the alternatives? Because I know that you have seen many things in your life, and yeah, I hope that you have something to share. And after Irina, we're gonna listen to Nomena and Ruhi. As young, if you don't have the chance to follow traditional education, what would you do in your place? Okay, great. Go, Irina, please.
Yes, my answer related to this is that in the future we will learn more and more online in virtual classroom, not in physical classroom. And we will use not physical books but e-books, more audiobooks also, and maybe robots also, AI, different tools like AI or ChatGPT. We have started with this also, and different useful platforms to manage um, type of workshops. For example, if you need to learn about chemistry, you have different workshops or biology or whatever, and practice in a real environment if you need, depends on your subject. And when you finish your education, you need to continue. You have maybe a good job, workplace, whatever, but you need to continue to learn new skills maybe and to improve. And it is never ending process. You need to learn the whole life without to stop and without to, as Tony said, to be lazy to start a new course or new something different. And you need to use your creativity and not to be lazy and to do research also, and if especially if it is necessary, if you build your career, you need to learn not only your subject. If you are good at business, how to start your business management, time management, risk management, you need to learn lot of skills. It
Hmm.
is not only to start your business, but you need to know how to start, how to invest, and to
Yes.
learn many other things related to your business. And that is my idea about your
Yeah, you're
question.
right. Irina, the fan is huge, right? Not just one spin, okay? Many spins. Okay, Eric, go
Uh,
please.
as for me, in today's world, education is very important for success, but traditional schooling is not the only way to achieve a good future. There are many alternatives that can help young people learn skill and succeed in life. Uh, One alternative is only learning websites and platform like Coursera, Udemy. Online courses are flexible and often affordable, so anyone can learn at their own pace.
All right, go, Eric,
Okay.
please.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you.
Guys, raise your hand if you want
Rune,
to talk something,
Ruhi.
okay? Uh-huh.
Yes. Yeah, Ruhi, please.
So for me, I think there are many different alternatives from traditional school, such as vocational school or even online courses. But I think uh, it's not really good for the future. I mean, vocational, you can continue with your school until like a certain level and go hop on in some online course to find your skills and start your own business. But I think it's not good. It's not good for the future because um even it needs time and skill to to learn these alternatives. And as they said, it requires discipline, and discipline doesn't doesn't really match most of people's personality. And yeah, I guess.
Yes, all right. Discipline, focus, yes. And guts, guys. Guts. You know about guts?
Mhm.
Ah,
Guts. Without guts, you don't go anywhere.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, some say you need to have the balls. You see, I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sorry to say that. Yeah, you need
Yeah,
to
no, but
have
it's
the
okay.
balls.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
with
okay.
balls, yeah. We need a man with balls. If you are a man with balls, you go far away. Okay, Eric. Number four, yes. Number question, number
All
four.
right. Okay, great. So what's the number four? The question is, yeah, why education is still considered important at this time? Because uh, this question is really interesting because some people, based on what we see, especially in my society where I live, I think it is the same. I think it is the same for Fatima where she lives. Like there are many people who didn't go to college, but they succeeded. And however, when you look for a job, they don't care about they don't really care about your experience. They care more, especially here in Madagascar. They care more about your education, the papers. So the question is, why education still considered important in your opinions? What what do you want to say, guys? I think Alexandra has many things to say about this as a teacher.
Education, why is still important? Because of the society. Because we live in such among such people that where we have to have an education. If you don't have an education, you're not going to be a successful person. It's just the stereotypes that we have in the 21st century right now. But sometimes education is doesn't play an important part in our life, especially if you have maybe a luck. Maybe you have you have a creative mind to do something that what that's not related to to have an education. I know people who have education, but they didn't succeed in modern society. But at the same time, I know people who don't have education, but they have great career. They have a good job, networking, and etc. In my opinion, it's 50-50%. It depends on the
Yeah.
person
Mm.
most of the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alexander, do you think it really reduces poverty? Education?
Sorry? What?
Do you think it really reduces poverty?
It's a prop. I think, in my opinion, it's not. It's it's not a problem for us to have an education right now. But in some countries, have getting an education is very expensive, and not many people can afford it.
Yeah.
And what do I need to do if I cannot afford to get education? If I don't have money, I know in some countries even going to school is not free. In Russia, it's free. You can go to school for free to get education there. But in some countries, it's not. if if I don't have enough money, how can it means I my life isn't going to be successful because I don't have money. Some people develop the creative mind to have something instead of education. I can give you an example. Even though this person has education, but my best friend, she graduated from the university, but she doesn't work by her profession, but she's successful in different field because she has a creative mind. Which
Oh,
means she couldn't get a education at university.
Okay, guys, go Eric, please.
Okay.
yeah, yes, sure. I have my ideas about what you say, Alexandra. I think your friend has
Yes, she got education,
what
but
yeah,
she
but
didn't. She
what I mean
doesn't
is
use it.
yeah, I think, but she has what we call emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the intelligence that helps her to be able to communicate easily with people. Like there are some people who don't
Yes,
struggle to make friends, like they know how to speak to people, they know how to
which is
to
myself.
have sympathy, to show sympathy to people, which is very, very important, especially in today's world. And yeah, because there are many competitions. Let's say if we have 20 students, uh, let's say 80% of them are graduated, but what will make you different is the way you talk to people, like your energy at the same time. So I think we also, guys, we need to learn how to have the emotional intelligence more. Yeah. Rui, I think Rui has something to say. Please go.
Guys,
For me,
you
I
were
think
talking about
um,
something like which remember makes me remind about something. The introvert and extrovert,
uh,
okay?
Yeah.
You really, you really need a lot to think about it, okay? To be, for example, some individuals, they are so introverts. They can't, face the society because of this. For a good job, new job, even in study, because of shyness, I don't know, the introvert,
Maybe it's about being
introvert.
talented in
Yes, some of them
something,
they are
something
talented. Yes,
to have
yes,
some
some of them, yeah,
skills.
yeah.
yeah, but
Some of
talent
them
alone
they are
can't.
skillful. They even so they can't communicate with others, you know,
Yeah,
because of
but talent
shyness.
alone can't make you shine, I guess.
Yes, yeah, yeah. A big problem, guys, is shyness. Yes.
Um, talent alone can't make you rich or make you money. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's talent and hard work who makes the difference between people who makes money and people who really makes big money.
Eric, now we have a wise guy here, yeah. Rohit,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's really smart.
wise
Yeah.
guy, really smart, yeah. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
future, Irina.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic, yeah. He
Yeah.
really has a future, okay? Huge one. Fatima,
Yeah.
you're asking about permission. Go, please.
Yeah, I'm still follow up this question number 4.
Hmm.
In my idea, I think education is good for everyone and it's so important, right? And if you are not a educated person, you don't even know. Even if you travel to somewhere, if you don't understand what's going to and your directions, and if you don't able to read the headlines, etc., it's somehow dangerous. You can you can move somewhere that you were not going before. So education always is important. And there are so many challenges that surrounded everyone after graduation from the university. Some people get job quickly, while the others it takes time to look for a better job. And even if you do not get a job quickly, or if you say my position, my in this job is not relevant to my field, you have another opportunity to develop yourself or and to move another skill, right? You can also study like technical skills, like you can become an electrician and um, or other vocational trading. And even you can start a small business, you can do something at least. But the uneducated person, they start something relevant to physical because they don't able to do any other education to improve or to do some progress themselves. So for me, I believe education is always important, and I like to encourage the people not to give up early, but they have to and do something alternative. If you say that door is automatically shut down, and try to knock it and then move ahead. I think one day you will get your target. But if you feel desperate, that means you can lose because since you are like age 5, and until you are get enough mature person, you have been struggle, you have been spent your most precious time to study and grow up your personal quality. But finally, when you stay the last stage and believe that you get a better job, if you don't get it quickly, you should not give up. You have to be patient and look for something else and do something that helps you.
Mm. Let's hear from Nestor, please. Nestor, number 4.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, well, we were talking before. I think we agree that to get a good education always is important. You have a very good tool with education. That increase your possibilities maybe to be successful in life. We were talking before that maybe people that don't have the opportunity to study, they can be successful in life too, of course. But always with a good education, you will have a great tool in order to increase your possibilities. Um, Maybe in my country, for poor people, it's more difficult to have the possibility to get a good education. So, for me, it's very important that all people, poor people, rich people, have the same opportunities to study. In my country, the education is there is public education even at universities. You don't need to pay to go to universities. Uh, I agree with this system in my country. It's give the opportunity every person that want to study can go to study, and they don't need to pay to go to university. So it is because I consider that education is still important. Always will increase the opportunities to be successful. But there is other question for me. What is be successful in life? Is to get a job with a high salary, or maybe to get a job that you love to do, even if you have a lower salary. Maybe it's a question. No, in my opinion, not always to be successful is to get a job with a high salary. But I don't know what other people think about this question.
Yeah, it's a good question to ask, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Repeat the question, Nestor, please.
No, I will try to repeat. What is be successful in life? To get a job with a high salary, or maybe to get a job that you love to do?
Hmm.
Um,
Good question.
uh, um,
Let Irina
it's
say
the
it, please,
it's the
Irina.
second one. It's ah, it's definitely the second one because I think if you love the thing you do, you'll you'll be successful at it, whatsoever. So, for example, if you like uh, doing calculus or doing math, you'll be successful at it, and you'll eventually get a job who pays money based of it. So, if you do something you love for a long time, you'll get you'll get rewards without torturing yourself with something you don't like.
Guys, I have one for you. If you love what you are doing, your profession, I mean, okay, you don't have limits, you don't have hours. You go, for example, you have an office. You can pass 10, 12 hours working, and even so, you're not tired of, okay? But doing what you don't like, like, you can have the best salary, but even so, you are sad because of this, right? Love what you do, okay? Irina, let's hear from Irina, please.
Yes, I agree with this. You are not under pressure. And you
Yes.
do something because you want to do, not because your friends or parents or another person. You are, it is your choice. And in that case, you enjoy the job. But if you finish something which you hate, for example, you are what else? Lawyer maybe, but you hate to be lawyer.
Yeah.
It is better option to change
Yeah.
your profession and to do what you prefer to be a designer, for example.
Yeah. You can have, you can be a owner of a bakery, but even so, you are happy than being a lawyer or judge or anything.
It was the reason why I've changed my job
Uh-huh.
because I didn't like my previous job.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to do your profession with the heart, guys. No, heart beating for it, okay? If you don't like your profession, try other thing because this one is not for you, not your cup of tea, not your leg, right? Go
It's my
work,
cup
please.
of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, guys. Yeah, so we are at the fifth questions. I think that is the last question. I think,
Yeah,
Tony, huh?
5 questions enough. Okay, go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, great. So, okay. What other factors matter? So that's the question. Success is often a mix of knowledge, perseverance, or hard work, we say, social skills, and the ability to adapt to changing environments. So, in your opinion, guys, um, uh, do these matters like the knowledge, the hard work, the social skills, um, the ability to adapt to changing environments. So that's a question. Or do you have other factors that matter than apart from the knowledge, the perseverance? What else do you have? Do you think matter to have a bright future in the future? Yes.
No, I think this one really matters, okay? And the ability to adapt to changing environments. This one is very important, crucial, okay? This part, okay? Let's hear from
Numena,
Nomena. Go,
please.
Nomena, please.
Okay, as for me, education is very important for succeed, but it is not the only factor. Many other things can affect person's life. For example, family and friends give support and advice. Motivation and hard work are also very important because uh, a person must try their best to achieve their goals. And opportunity and luck can change a person's future. Education helps a lot, but support, motivation, health, and luck also matter. That's all.
Mhm. Okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Numena. Who else? Yeah. What other factors matter apart from knowledge, perseverance, social skills? What do you think, Nestor, Fatima, Irina, Rui?
Maybe
Please.
I agree with these sentences about the question number 5. The factors like knowledge, perseverance, social skill, and I think it's very important. The last part of this sentence is when said the ability to adapt to changing environments. I think it is very important. Maybe this is one of the reasons that even people that have a degree in the university, sometimes they are not successful persons because they don't have the ability to adapt to changing environments. Maybe they have studied many years at university, but when they got the degrees, they don't have the ability to adapt to the new environments. And sometimes people that don't have, they don't study, but they have a natural skill to adapt to the environments, to be perseverant, and social skill that allow this person, even if don't have study, to be success in life. Not always uh, is about to have a university degree. You need other things to in the life.
Guys, when you see people changing, exchanging jobs every time, don't worry, they are trying to adapt themselves in something better. That's my opinion.
And to sacrifice your free time and to learn more and more.
Yes, agreed, agreed.
Yes. And to accept diversity, different culture, different people
Yes,
from
yes.
different country, overcome bias and so on.
Guys, a country that really is easy for you to adapt is Brazil. I mean, in terms of jobs, because everyone is accepted here, is acceptable, sorry, here, because there are a bunch of opportunities for everyone here. It's easy to adapt here. We have many people from every parts in this world. For example, if you are a doctor in your country, in Brazil, you can be a owner of a pizzeria, okay, a bakery. You have your own company of taxis, for example. Taxi drivers, Uber. You can become, for example, a lawyer in Brazil. Of course, you can become a dentist in Brazil. You can become anything you want, okay? Startup, for example. It all depends on you, okay? Not just your lucky, like we said at the beginning, okay? But Surround yourself with good connections. I think you can achieve something good. Okay. All right.
Yes, sure, sure. Do you
That's
have
it.
anything else to add, guys? Because as I
Yes, we
can
are
see
almost
here, we
finished.
have
1 minute.
30
Yeah.
seconds left. 30 seconds
Um,
left.
I think discipline still matters because even if you're skilled enough to reach a certain level of mastery, without